Hello, we're going to go over the differences between Unreal 4 and Unreal 5 in multiple videos. We're going to start with the very basics. So we have our Unreal or Epic Game Launcher open. Epic Game Launcher. This should not be a big surprise. This should be pretty much as is as before. Make sure you're in the Unreal Engine tab. This is where all the options are for that. Marketplace, where you buy assets, etc. The library is where we store our different versions of Unreal. And if you don't have 5 or 5.1, and I'm not sure if we're at 5.1 yet, so might want to stick with 5 first. And you add a version, you hit the plus. This little gray tap, as you can tell, these are blue, this is gray. This pops up. This has you select the version you want, which goes way back. And then you install it. It's that simple. If you want to launch a project, go up here, it says launch project, and you select your game engine you want to work from. So I'm going to open an old one first. Let's go with 4.27. And we've all seen this before, and we'll compare it to what 5 looks like in a second here. So I'm going to do a game. I'm going to do a third-person project. Blueprint's what we almost always want. You could do C++ if you're a programming student. Maximum quality is usually what we want. If you want to lower the quality, you can do the settings inside after. Ray tracing should be disabled. This is a very this will hog up your computer processor frame rate the whole bit. Be careful of that. We're going to be developing it on desktop. And we don't need starter content unless told to do so. It just sucks up your memory. It'll probably add half a gigabyte at least. And you really don't need multiple gigabyte projects. It doesn't upload. It uploads very slow. The school computers will complain, or the school servers will complain it's too big. You're going to be fighting through how to delete things and make it smaller. It's a lot of work. So just avoid that. Then you hit create project. And it should fire up the typical looking 4.27 project. As we all know, this is the usual configuration. And if I open the launcher again, let's see the difference between 5. I will go to, make sure I'm in the Unreal Engine tab over here. Launch 5.0. I'm not sure if we're at 5.1 at this point. We should stick with 5.0 because 5.1 did add a bunch of new things into it. So the window looks different. It shows recent projects, which we also saw in the other one, but it just looked different. And then there's games, film, video, architecture, automotive. Same categories, just prettier looking here. Here's the path where you want to create the project name. I'm going to go to games. I'm going to go to third person. These icons look a little different. Doesn't look like there's as many options. There is far less options here. We have VR, handheld, vehicle, top down, third person. So a bunch of the templates. There's less of them. I'm sticking with blueprint. Desktop again. Maximum quality, yes. Starter content, I'm going to say no. Ray tracing, no. So these are just checkboxes. Create. Let's put these in. Oh, I'll just leave them, I suppose. And we're just going to have to go back and forth between the two. Alright, so new plugins available is our brand new 5.0 project opens up here. So we'll look at these two things really quick, and then we'll call it for this video. We'll go into the next video and find other differences, but this is how we open, create a new project. Very slight differences. You see it does look different in here. We're going to get into that in another video. Project file is out of date. Would you like to update it? So as of right now, this is a brand new project. Why is it asking that? I do not know. So I'm going to update it because I have done nothing to this. And wouldn't I want it updated? Yes, I do. Successfully updated. Okay, sounds good. So from this perspective, this is where we're going to leave it off. Navigating the Epic Games Launcher, just selecting a 5.0 Unreal project. One other thing I forgot to go over quickly. If you want to open an older version and change the game engine, you do it right here. So this is my actual project. Now this Unreal Engine project file is where you right click. Now if I double click this, it's going to open it on the last engine version. If I want to open an older project in 5, I do this. So it was going to open it in 4.27. If I want to open it in 5, I click on this, I hit OK, and then I double click it. And that will open it in 5. And that's how you can test if it's going to run well and work properly in 5. Have found very few problems moving from 4.26 up to 5. I believe that's the case with most, but the more complex, the more custom scripting systems code you put in, the more likely you'll run into some errors. So be ready for that. So make sure this project is backed up and you have a 5 version to convert and the old version in case you're worried something goes wrong. That's always possible. But that's just about it for this video. How to open Unreal 5, how to convert from an older to a newer version. All right, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.